Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tori, and today I wanted to share my creative team member album. This was not a project that I had listed in my kind of 2024 project and planning plans. Oh goodness, video that I made at the beginning of the year. I made one for last year too, and I'll probably make one for 2025. But I thought it would be really fun to put all of the projects that I create for creative teams just in one place, especially since a lot of these I don't have like separate albums for, and I wasn't keeping a 2024 just memory album this year. So I got this album as a freebie, I believe, from Studio Calico. I just stamped on here with my typewriter alphabet stamp from Notebook Therapy 2024 Creative Teams. And I have just been putting all of my completed 6x8 and Traveler Notebook size layouts in this album. So I'm only on 2 creative teams right now. I am on a creative team for Tracy Reed Designs and Shahen Designs. So those are going to be the only 2 brands that we'll be seeing throughout this kind of album, and I will link both of their websites below because these are all digital products essentially, so you can just print them out. It's all basically hybrid memory keeping, so buying the digital product and printing it out and making things with it. So I actually separated them, so like the first part of the album is all my Tracy Reed Design stuff, and then my Shahen Designs is at the back of the album because I did join that team a little bit later in the year for 2024. So there is kind of a lot more Tracy than there is the Shahen Designs. So we will kind of just jump right in and flip through it. I am terrible with names of things, so I'm not going to remember what each of these collections are. But they are all new collections, a couple of old collections, but most of them are things that were released this year. So this was I think this one was Higgy season. I don't think that that's how you say that word. But I do remember this one, and I just started the album with the Traveler's Notebook page, and this was a full layout in and of itself, just documenting how we spent New Year's Eve and the beginning of New Year's Day. I've really been enjoying including albums of like photos of where I stand, and I think I'm going to continue this into 2025 of just documenting these photos. I'm trying to kind of get over documenting like random photos that probably don't mean anything to anybody, like these where I stand photos. These probably don't mean anything to anybody else, but I really love them. So I'm just gonna do it because I like it, you know? So that's that one. This one was, I believe, a Mix It Up Monday. I can't remember which collection we mixed it with, but it was between Higgy season and another collection. And I was documenting spending New Year's morning setting up my journals for January. And then another layout documenting staying in and reading together. I think this was the same Higgy season collection as well. I didn't have one on the back of here. Like, these are not in order either. I'm just kind of placing them where they fit. So when I get another layout for Tracy, I'll probably just try to adhere it to the back of this one because I probably forgot at one point that I needed to do this page next and just continued on. Or actually, you know what it was? I cut this one significantly shorter than the rest of them. So I have to very intentionally make a layout that's the same size as this one, and I have not done that yet. That's why the back of that is still blank. The next one is an old photo of me just working out in 2021, and I think I actually have a process video for this one on my channel. This was a sketchy Sunday where I was documenting Strawberry Festival. And then I just popped in a little 3x4 page protector because I had some additional photos that I wanted to include in that. I never filled in anything on the back of that. I think I was planning to use this collection that released and just use some of the journaling like filler cards to put in here, and I just never did it. So there's going to be some things that I'll probably need to do to finish off this album at the end of the year. Right now it's only November 8th, so I'm sure I will probably be adding some Christmas spreads since everybody is going to be releasing their Christmas collections here, if they have not already, very soon. So the ones that won't be in my December Daily album will probably be in this album as well. I really loved this particular page. So fun. I love the little multicolored Monstera leaves. And then this was the Ex Libris Oldie but Goodie collection that I did. Super fun. I never even added my journaling to it though. Go me. This was a new release for this year, and I was just documenting a fun paint night that I had virtually with one of my really good friends that lives in Georgia. And I actually, and I don't know if you'll be able to like actively tell, I weaved the paper in and out between the background. I love the way that this one came out. And then this one was a Mix It Up Monday, and this one was an Oldie but Goodie, using the same collection, the same Oldie collection for both. And I don't remember either of the collection names. If I can figure it out, I'll like have it pop up on the screen. But like I said already, I am terrible with remembering names of anything. So I loved the way that both of these ones came out though. This one was the collection that was inspired by the Taylor Swift album. Love it. This was a kind of double Traveler's Notebook spread. So these go together, and I was just documenting an old photo of me and my husband that I just adore. I love this photo so much. So I wanted to document that and have that in my album. And then this is the most recent I voted collection. Like I said, I'm just popping them in where they fit, not trying to really chronologically order anything. I made this a pocket so that I could keep my journaling private in this big tag back here that I'm not going to pull out to document the 2024 election. This was a new collection that released this year, and I documented a very old picture of my son when he was 5 weeks old. So I loved this collection because there was a lot of whales and nautical theme. And when my son was a baby, when he was a newborn, that was like the theme that we went with. I was obsessed with any and all things related to whales when he was just like in the womb still. So this collection was perfect to document a baby photo of him because I started scrapbooking a lot later than after he was born. Like I only recently got back into scrapbooking probably like 3 years ago. After I started my YouTube channel and recording content is when I really got back into it. So I don't have any of these like early childhood baby photos documented for either of my kids. So I'm trying to start sprinkling those in every now and again. I have another empty page back here for an additional Tracy Reed layout. And then we're moving into my Shahen Designs projects. These ones, like you can see, are like the vibe just completely shifts. And I love that because I love using products from both teams. But Tracy's challenged me a little bit more because she uses a lot of bright colors, whereas I tend to stick and prefer like neutral and simple things. And that's really where Alif's products are kind of geared towards. So I really love these products, and I love how Tracy's products challenge me, and I love both of their products. I really enjoy being on both teams. So this was the, I believe maybe at the beach. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I don't remember the collection names. But I think I have a process video for this one. I think I did a process video for this layout and have that on my channel if you want to check that out. This one was a kind of old release, kind of, I don't remember what they're called, but where we kind of just pull out old products and give them new layouts to re-promote them. This was one of those, and so was this one. I don't have like any journaling on any of these pages for these layouts for some reason. I don't know why. This was a new release in retrospect, and I did add some journaling to this one, and I really liked the like grid style layout that I did with my photos and some of the journaling cards, and I want to do this again. I really like the way that this layout turned out. This one, I believe, is en route, and I documented an old photo from Easter in 2021, so I also loved this collection as well. And then that's it for what's already in the album, but I do have another layout to add. This one, I haven't punched holes into it yet, which is why it's not actually in the album. But this is the Be Merry collection that just released literally today. And I documented a really, really old, I don't even know if you can see how blurry this is. Like, that's a blurry photo, y'all. This is a really old and really blurry photo of me and my older brother on Christmas morning. And I'm just opening up some Legos. And I don't even know if you can tell, but like, look at the smile on my face. Like, my eyes aren't even open because I'm smiling like so much. Like, oh my goodness, so cute. I love this photo so much. And I was ranting about not being able to find it last year because I wanted to do like a remember page in my my December daily album, and I couldn't find it. So I have it this year, and this collection just released, so I wanted to put that in here. So that'll be right here on the back of this en route page. And then, like I said, as we continue through the season and through the end of the year, I will be continuing to add pages to this particular album. But I wanted to share it because I have a few process videos, but I don't have a lot of process videos for this particular album because most of these get shared on Instagram. So yeah, I wanted to just share that as well because it is an album that I have been working on pretty much the whole year because this was released in January, so I started it in January. I know I mentioned it at the beginning of the video that I didn't mention this particular album in my 2024 project and planner plans for this year, but since I brought that up, I did want to mention that I will be creating another one of those videos for 2025 talking about like the monthly mini projects that I'm planning to complete this year and how I'm planning to do my actual planning through the year as well. But that is all I have for you today. I would love to know your thoughts down in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!